Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed.
Chub. Step.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
What we need's a few good taters.
What's taters, precious? What's taters, huh?
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Who's in charge? Me or the devil? I think I'm in charge.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Intro started.
Ever wondered why ants always seem to go up the walls? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Chubstep Podcast, where we explore the quirkiest topics around. I'm your host, Steed, with co-host, Jrad.
God, sounds like an NPR intro.
Well, get ready, because this is a fun episode, because I had Chat GPT just write everything for me. And that was the intro it wanted.
Yeah, that's because that sounds like every generic podcast intro ever. That makes sense.
I had to improvise the ants crawling up a hill. It said, what did it say? Ridiculous scenario.
Ooh, are we actually
up.
talking about ants in this?
No.
Wait, what?
I could get some ants.
Wait, I thought that you don't have like a Steed science on ants.
No, I don't have a Steed science.
It just told you to say that?
It just said, yeah, random whatever scenario.
Oh, I was looking
Ridiculous
for
scenario.
about ants. I like the one you did on earthworms.
Yeah, earthworm mating techniques.
I'll never look at that little band again.
I will never, ever look at it. The clitorum.
The clitorum.
Look at that the same.
Clitorum. That's right. That's right.
Oof. Yeah, maybe I'll do ants one day. Ants scare me, though. There's too many of them.
You and Chubstep Amy have the same fear of ants. To me, it's like, maybe it's because my grandma's house always had some ants, like, doesn't anymore, but like forever just always had ants in her kitchen. And so I just like, if I were to scare them, I never would have eaten anything in that house.
Okay.
It's gross.
So
I don't love it, but like I got over it.
Your need for food overwhelmed your fear.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of them at all anymore.
Okay. Well,
very
I'll
tiny.
do it maybe one day.
They are scary up close, though. The super zoomed in picture, as we've talked about, is scary. Steed, I want to do two things to wrap up the Olympics. Not everybody's in the Olympics. We've talked a lot about it on the last couple of episodes. I just want to do two kind of wrap up things of the Olympics. Just wrap up.
Yeah. I mean, guys are jumping, guys are throwing. Big deal. We're done.
Yeah, big
We're
deal.
over it.
It's only every 4 years. It's all the country, America #1 type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my kind of wrap up. So first things first, you got your wish. Breakdancing is out of the Olympics.
Yep. That sucked.
Yeah. So a couple of things about, I actually watched, when it was going on, I watched the whole female competition. And at the time, I'm like, God, this is kind of brutal. Like, this isn't very good until you get to the final 4 girls who are all very good. But of course, what made the rounds in the internet was not the 4 girls. It was the Australian girl, Raygun. It took the internet by storm by a couple of her moves, where this thing, the kind of kangaroo moves that she was doing, the bunny
kangaroo.
hop. I mean, it was unique in her, and I've read a lot of articles and stuff on this. There was some rumor going around that like she only got in because her husband like was the judge on the group. That apparently was not accurate. So she made it legit. There just apparently might not have been as much competition in Australia as there was in other countries.
Not well known for the breakdancing.
I don't know any Australian breakdancers, but she's kind of got infamy on the internet right now just from basically she scored 0 out of 54 potential points in all of her rounds. She didn't win 1 point in any of the rounds that she went.
That's tough.
Now, and people only know her and don't know the winner. The guys I thought were really good breakdancing. But again, one of those things where like in 50 years, we'll look back, and when we were talking about croquet being in the Olympics, people are going to be like, oh, breakdancing was the Olympics for 1 year.
I think that'll come back. Breakdancing.
Breakdancing or croquet?
Breakdancing.
What I would say is Raygun, for those that don't know what this looked like. I'm sure everybody's seen this performance at this point. But basically, in middle school, we used to make the circles and somebody would go in middle school dance and kind of do a breakdancing routine. It was very similar to what I saw Raygun doing.
Yeah, it was close. Any Bob's Burgers fans out there, there's an episode where Bob goes to a hip hop class, and there's like a 45-year-old woman teaching it. Same thing.
Yeah.
Like she got her moves from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. So either way, you know what? In her defense, she made it to the Olympics. I would have gone. If they asked me to do it, I don't care if I do a bad performance, I'll go.
Honestly, I think I could have got like 4th or 5th in breakdancing. You just bust out some moves. I would just drink a 5th of vodka and then fucking
just
really
go out there
get
like
out
drunk.
there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a movie called Kicking It Old School with Jamie Kennedy. The dancing in it is very impressive. It's kind of all breakdancing, that kind of stuff. Way more impressive actually than anything I really saw in the Olympics. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, true breakdancers, they do it for soul. They don't do it for like,
that's
the
true.
money.
We skate for fun. We're soul skaters.
That's true.
They're
In this scenario, the
like
concept
great.
of this movie is Jamie Kennedy's in high school or middle school. He likes this girl. He's doing this breakdancing move, hits his head. Basically, he's in a coma for like 20 years. Wakes up and then still thinks that the way to get her back is to win some breakdancing competition. To win win her back, because a lot of time has gone by. But he still kind of acts, super immature at this time. Anyway. Okay, that was the one thing with breakdancing or with the Olympics. The second thing is I figured out what the sport I would want to do, Steed, if I did it. Before I said the kayaking,
Yeah,
I decided pentathlon.
which is
Do you know the modern pentathlon? So
You gotta,
pentathlon is literally,
run?
they created it to basically mimic like what would make you the best warrior. And now what they have, so now what it is fencing, riding, so horses, swimming, laser run, which is the most ridiculous thing. It's basically you run 3,000 meters and then shoot. Now it's a laser pistol, but first it was an actual pistol, then it was an air pistol, now it's a laser gun. But you shoot it, and once you hit 5 targets, then you can keep running.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like an example of like the ultimate soldier. They're getting rid of the equestrian part of this because too many of the pentathletes were being annoyed, but like they get random horses, and then they're like, this horse sucks. They were like this. One lady apparently like punched her horse, which I don't know how that helps ever, but
it helps
anyway. So people are complaining about that. The purists are like, we want to keep it, but for 2028 Olympics, it's going to be a American Ninja Warrior style.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm. So I like that, having that those things in there, Steve. I'm in on that. That's what I would want to do.
No, for the truly modern pentathlon, I'm a veteran. I'm gonna let you know what it takes.
Hear what it actually
the events that really,
yes,
it should be shooting while lying down.
Okay,
because that's how we do it mostly.
You don't run and then shoot a laser pistol. This is the future, though. Maybe we're using laser pistols in the future.
Yeah, no, you're basically going to want to lie down.
Okay.
Then you're going to hide from your superior officers.
Okay.
Because they're going to try and get you to do stuff, and you don't want to do stuff. So if they it's like hide and seek, and if they find you,
hide and seek,
you get a time penalty where you like have to go mop or something.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
So, then you're going to go into, you got to get drunk.
Okay, a drinking part of this.
Yep, and then there's going to be like a puzzle.
Okay.
Not a small amount of alcohol.
So everybody has to drink the same amount of alcohol, and then you have to complete. I like the puzzle idea. Everybody gets the same puzzle. They're in separate rooms. Whoever finishes the fastest.
Yeah. And there's a 12-minute delay after you finish drinking so that it can, get you drunk first.
Fully absorbed. Yeah. Okay.
So then you have to do the rest of it while you're still drunk, because every good soldier is drunk.
Okay.
All the time.
Good. Okay, that's good to know.
So there will be an obstacle course.
Yeah.
Not American Ninja Warrior, though. It's going to be like logs and shit, like manly stuff. And then I think you'll have to fight each other or fight just a couple guys. Maybe you team up on one guy. Depending on what country you're from. How good your country's army is, that's how many guys you get on your side to fight.
Okay, and that has to be voted on by the IOC. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you do that fight, and the winner wins.
Okay. I feel like Army guys play a lot of video games too. I feel like there could be a video game
Yeah,
component.
there could be a nice Call of Duty round in there.
Okay. Okay. I like that concept as well. Okay, perfect. So that would be the modern pentathlon instead
Yeah,
of just the
I'll
modern
work on
pentathlon.
getting that in there.
Okay, because the original one, the original pentathlon, had the foot race, wrestling, long jump, javelin, and discus. And the javelin, they did use the that kind of leather thrower thing they would use, kind of the Romans would use to
Mhm.
throw the
Oh,
spear.
yeah.
That was the original one, and then it became the modern pentathlon.
That's fun.
Yeah. Okay, that's all my Olympic stuff. Done talking Olympics for the next 4 years, probably.
Well, winter.
Oh, you're right. 2 years at least. Okay.
All the snowboard guys and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir.
I also am racist.
Sir, please have a seat.
I'm sorry. You're a racist?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not racist. I was told that would work.
Who told you that? All right, never mind. If I put you under oath, you would attest that you are not a racist. Is that correct?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Chat GPT wants us to talk about some crazy laws in the world, the strangest laws in the world.
Okay.
And it's got comedy angles for me, so I don't even have to make up jokes or anything.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is good. Okay, Jrad, did you know that it's illegal to wear a suit of armor in the British Parliament?
No, I did not.
Okay, well,
No, I did
picture a politician debating in a suit of armor.
Oh, is that the punchline?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice.
Maybe my delivery was wrong. Chat GPT said that was pretty good. That was a good angle.
Okay. I like those.
It was introduced so that no knights could go and intimidate Parliament guys.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, another fun one. In China, you can't get reincarnated without government permission. How do you fill out the paperwork for reincarnation?
Wait, Steve.
Can you imagine?
Okay, here's the problem. I don't know if
I'm not done.
anybody's
There's a secondary punchline.
Okay, do the second punchline.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Can you apply to come back as something specific, like a billionaire or movie star?
Yeah, it is.
That's fun.
That's
fun.
So there's a scene in Shallow Hal where Jason Alexander's talking to Jack Black.
All right. I'm probably more immature than you, but at least I have a bigger willy.
Yeah, bigger than a mouse's.
What the hell was that?
I said your willy's bigger than a mouse.
I heard what you said, but it took you like 8 seconds. You can't come back with a comeback after 8 seconds. You got 3 seconds, 5, tops. I mean, that's why they call it a quip, not a slope.
He makes it clear in that point that you can't wait too long for the punchline or for the response because the comedic timing is all off.
So I just got to fire these off.
You got to just roll them off. Yeah. But
Okay,
yeah, I mean, obviously those were very, very funny. Yes.
Okay, I got the next one. I'm gonna fire once I get to the funny part. I'm gonna fire it in.
Okay.
All right. It's illegal to die in some places in France. Town limits if you don't have a pre-purchased burial plot due to lack of burial space. You might get arrested. How's this enforced? What happens if you break the law? Are you gonna go to jail?
Yeah. It's good. I mean, this is top notch. I mean, yeah, it'd be good. These would be good open mic night stuff, dude.
Yeah, well, they don't have I gotta fill in words and stuff. Yeah, it's too hard. It's not like they didn't write me a script.
Oh, I see.
Which is fucking bullshit. I could have asked it, I guess, but
This is like corporate training comedy, is how I would describe this.
well, yeah, it's clean. Okay,
Clean
it's
comedy, that's right. But not like Jim Gaffigan funny clean comedy, just
It's funny.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
The internet machine that's gonna rule us
it knows funny.
says it's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's funny. People, I think this will actually get us to a new audience because sometimes maybe we're a little too dirty for some people.
That's true.
Some
We need
people,
to clean this shows that we need to show for kids.
Yep. We can update our YouTube thing so
A
it says
toddler
kids
episode.
can watch, baby. Check it out.
Please watch us, kids.
Yeah. Watch me do whatever. I don't care.
Within
Views
reason.
are views, baby.
Views are views. Okay. There we go. Another one, Steve? Do you have another one?
Yeah, I got a whole list of these. We'll do
no.
one more fun law.
Okay.
Okay, no flushing the toilet after 10 p.m. in Switzerland. This is actually just a noise regulation thing because the pipes, I guess, go past their things. Now, imagine some type of stealth mission you might go on if you had to flush your toilet at night, and maybe you're trying to avoid being caught for flushing the toilet, and you gotta, get out of it somehow, sneak away. That would be crazy. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
These are brutal.
Never.
So brutal.
All right, people. I'm sorry for that.
It's okay. It was worth
All right,
a shot.
I'm sorry.
It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
I thought that was pretty funny.
There are people that will think that is funny, I'm sure.
I know. It's when I see videos, I'm like, who the fuck is watching this? How does this video have like 100,000 likes?
Yeah.
Like the fake what are they? The couples that like prank each other?
Oh my God, we've talked
They're
about
not
this before,
pranking
but
each other.
I hate the fake prank stuff.
It's so obvious they're both in on it.
Yeah, it's the most obvious thing. It's so stupid.
I mean, the people that like that will probably enjoy that last segment.
That's right. We got to target those people.
Because they've been mostly in car crashes and had severe head trauma.
Yes.
All they can do is click like. That's what I think their whole life is.
I think if they always talk about, oh, those people shouldn't vote or those people shouldn't get to vote. I think if I had my choice on people that shouldn't be able to vote, it's people that like the fake prank videos.
Mm-hmm.
So if those people can't figure out that that's fake and that's not funny, then they should just not be able to vote. That's
I think we should just put them down.
That's fine too. Just anybody
like
in there
downstairs. They only get to live in first floor apartments.
I live in a first floor place, dude. So I can't.
Well, soon you'll be moving up. Soon you'll be moving on up.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, is there any other ones that you really want to get to that are weird laws? I don't want to skip over. I know you got a long list.
No. Without the comedy angle, because I don't want to use the comedy angle. But don't worry, I got other stuff that Chat GPT is coming in later.
Okay.
I'll probably skip the comedy angle on it though. I don't know if Chat GPT's got that.
You got to just do it till it lands. Just keep doing until it lands.
All right.
It'll land eventually.
There's some good stuff in there. There is some gold.
Okay. I had a weird scenario the other day where we were walking through a park and there was just a lady sitting on a bench by herself listening to Stacey's mom on her phone, just like the speaker playing on her phone. Like she didn't have an external Bluetooth speaker, and she's just sitting on the thing, just playing the song. And then we walked by and we said, "Oh, hi," just like, because she was just by herself there and like looking at us as we were passing. So we say hi. And this is in the suburbs. This isn't even in the city. Playing, like, she didn't have headphones in listening to this. This was clear, like just like a speakerphone.
Yeah. Did she say hello when you said hello back?
Yes.
Did she have an accent?
I'm a Swedish plumber. I'm here to fix your pipes. That's good. That's a good accent.
No accent. No accent.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe she didn't speak English good and she didn't know the song is about her getting banged.
Yeah, maybe that's it. There was no like unique qualifiers of this lady. Like there's nothing stood out to me other than this weird scenario. I just thought it was a odd thing to be listening to. I would almost anything if you're just sitting there. It's got to be like chill music that you're just hanging out. If you're sitting on the bench and you're playing music out loud. She was also kind of holding it up. Like it wasn't just like in her pocket. She was like just kind of holding it halfway up her, kind of shoulder width.
So I think she's trying to meet local singles. There's ads, like if you go on, not that I illegally stream stuff, but you go on illegally streaming websites and it's always local MILFs in your area. She's that local MILF.
That's okay. It's very possible. Yeah.
She's like, the ads were not lying this whole time.
This is where we are. Now, you're not going
She's
to be
been
impressed
there.
with them when you find them, but they do technically exist.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
I sometimes I might watch a little bit of Game of Thrones on these websites. I get all slews of ads. Some of them just say like ugly girls need to get banged. I'm like,
Oh my God.
like, what is going on? But that's more realistic, you know? So I click on those ads.
More realistic would be like, this is probably a guy. Like, this is gonna tell you it's a female.
If it's a chick, you're getting robbed.
Yeah, if it's a chick, you're getting robbed. This is a setup. You got 1% of these people are real women looking for a sexual encounter.
Take your chances. All right.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
numbers
Do
game.
you like those odds? Do you like
Roll
those
the
odds
dice.
or not? Roll the dice. Is there something you want to get to here?
Yeah, sure. We could jump into a couple of first world problems. Okay, you ever overload the dishwasher? And when you overload it, Jrad, all the dishes, like you just don't want to wash them by hand. So you fill it up and they come out and they're still dirty because you overloaded it. So imagine this is a callback to the puzzle. You're treating it like a puzzle, like some guys in there treating this thing like a puzzle piece, trying to fit it together. It's taking him a while.
I want to see Chappelle, deliver these lines and see if they work.
I don't have I mean, I didn't spend weeks writing these jokes. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, so much something is delivery, and it's like just flipping a couple words here and there, and that's why people try out material forever. I just don't know if Chubstep is the best spot to try out material.
Jrad, I'm just doing what this thing says.
Okay. No, I get it. You got to follow the law. If you don't follow it, it will kill you.
I didn't want to do the punchline on that one. You goaded me into it.
That's true. That was on me. That one's on me. We got to stop those, Steve. No more of those.
Okay.
We can't do it. We can't do it.
I don't. Nobody's listening at this point, so we can literally say whatever we want.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to say some slurs, probably.
Okay, there you go. See what it says. Have it come up with some new slurs for.
I'll ask you
people.
if I could say a slur.
Okay. While you're doing that, Steve, I'm gonna let you know some information that was upsetting to me that I found out recently. My mom has a cousin named Jrad. So I am named after this Jrad. When I was born, he was however many years old, 20 something when I was born. Mm-hmm. I was named after Jrad. And when people are in your family, you assume they have the same last name as you. Or, like, okay, maybe it's your mom's family, the mom's maiden name. Dad, it's your last name type of thing. Yeah. But I saw him on Facebook the other day, and I had never put this together until like last week. I don't know if I'm friends with him or it's like people you may know type of thing. But his last name is Fogel. And Jared Fogle, for those that don't remember, is the pedophile that got arrested for Subway.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, I was named after Jared Fogle. Now it was a different Jared Fogle than the pedophile. But I feel like it's a bad luck.
Yeah, that's really not. Are we sure it's not the same one?
I'm actually very sure. That one, I did the research on that one. I found out it was definitely not the same person.
Okay.
I also listened to a whole thing from Freakonomics about what happened to Subway after Jared Fogle. It got found out that Jared Fogle was a pedophile.
Yeah, they were fine.
Yeah, it turns out it didn't affect anything. It's crazy. It's like he was the face. Like they're like, what happens when the face of your company does something terrible? They basically felt like there's no effect. So we even went into like when O.J. Simpson, I think he did Hertz rental car. Obviously the whole thing where he murdered his wife and the wife's friend. That was not really. So the more modern example was Jared from Subway, but like they think that maybe it didn't affect it as much because like even though he ate the food, it's not like he was associated with the food.
He didn't cook it.
He didn't cook it. I don't think he ever cooked the food. They don't even really cook food there.
He didn't even like work there.
No, he didn't even work there. Apparently though, Mason Ramsey, the yodeling Walmart kid has worked at a Subway before. So maybe if he turned out to be a bad guy, then people would be more affected. But they don't often associate him with Subway. It's just crazy that you could have this thing where it's like everybody knew about him being a bad guy. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm going to get my sub. My reason I'm boycotting Subway is not because of Jared Fogle. It's because I just don't like their sandwiches that much. The Jared Fogle thing is also bad, but unrelated for me to why I don't go there.
Chat GPT is refusing to name slurs.
Even Chat GPT is staying out of that one.
And it's talking in reference to like a podcast too. So it's like you're gonna fuck shit up. It's like you're gonna ruin your podcast if you just start saying slurs.
Yes.
Okay, so no slurs. Here's the thing. I'll punch a baby when nobody's looking. Just to establish my lifelong dominance over that child. Well, they cry all the time, right?
Yeah.
How are they gonna know it's from just a little punch in the eye? We do have some conspiracy theories.
Okay.
These are Chat GPT conspiracy theories.
Yep.
Time travelers built the pyramids.
They say a couple of those other things like that, Stonehenge, things like that. Like those a couple of big things. You're like, how did somebody build that? I listen to some. You have a boy, Neil deGrasse Tyson, right, Steve?
Yep. He's my boy.
I listened to something on him. He said that it's very possible that we've created much bigger things than that years ago, but because the pyramid, that shape is so kind of indestructible.
Yeah.
Those are just the only things that are still left around.
Yeah, everything else topples over eventually.
Yeah. It's literally, the pyramid is the shape of, if you got a bunch of sand and just poured it, dropped it on the ground, it'll make a pyramid shape.
Just goes into a pyramid.
Yeah.
Now,
so
they're pretty big.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. How'd they get those rocks up there? Well, they had an army of slaves.
Yeah. Yeah. Turns out free labor.
And a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any of those first world problems we talked about.
No. When you have no budget and free labor, unlimited time, you can get a lot done, turns out.
Yep. I don't know. ChatGPT sucks. I think we're done. We're done with ChatGPT for the day.
It was a good experiment, Steve. It was a good experiment.
I thought that it would be better. I thought it would be funnier. I guess robots don't know comedy yet.
Yeah, comedy is so tough because even comedy changes within a couple of years, right? I mean, there's very few things that you watch like some stand-up comedian from the 80s and you think that's very funny.
Yeah.
Like almost never.
I mean, at least then you can like chuckle maybe.
But sometimes, but I'm saying it does happen from time to time. But like you're talking about people that were headlining, and you go watch the thing, and you're like, this isn't funny at all.
Yeah,
and or if you go like even further back, like further, there's less and less people that their comedy kind of stands up. Movies are the same way, like comedy movies. How many people's favorite comedy movie is from the 70s?
Right, old people, maybe really old people.
Yeah, but it's like comedy is like so of the time.
Yeah, but any movie from the 70s sucks now.
There's not as many good ones. No, it's a good point. I'm just saying like a lot of things you go back, even, like, oh, I love that as a kid. You go back to watch it, you're like, it's not so watchable. At the time it was good. It just, to me, the biggest thing is like the stand-up comedians or like watch SNL, right? Early SNL.
Yeah.
There's some skits that like hold up that are still funny, and there's a lot you're just like, God, this isn't funny. And now, to be fair, SNL is very hit or miss just as it is. So maybe even at the time people weren't laughing at that. But like, yeah, there's not it's weird how comedy just doesn't hold up. So, Chat GPT is always kind of changing and stuff.
Could be ahead of the game, could be behind.
Could be ahead of the game. Maybe
we'll see.
That let's assume that. Let's assume the jokes you did are like 2030. People are going to go back to this episode and just freak out, dying laughing.
They're going to love it. They're going to what a classic.
Exactly. Like people didn't get it. People didn't get it.
Chips will be in our brains already. So
that's right. People are rewatching it in the back of their head. We'll wrap it up there. People email the show, chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. Check us out on YouTube. Steve's putting up the shorts and maybe getting thumbnails up.
We'll see. There will be more thumbnails up. I got to go to Mexico, but
New Mexico.
Yeah, same shit.
The show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.